Alright guys, I'm so excited to show you guys this. I've been putting this together for a little bit now, and it's my exact formula of how I make $300,000 a year as a 22-year-old real estate agent. And I call it the 1% formula because 99% of realtors don't do more than 5 deals a year. So, to be 1% in this business, you have to do more than 5 deals a year. I've done 15 within the first 6 months. I plan on doing 35 throughout the whole year, generating me a little bit over 20 million in sales and a little over 310 20,000 in commission. I'll aim for more, but that's what I'm tracking, right? Last year I made 180,000. This year I've already made 180,000. So do the math. I'm looking at a $400,000 year if I can get there. When I get there, not if I get there. But 300K is what I'm going to say is going to be the number. I'm in sales, so I can't guarantee it, but I'm easily going to hit that. I achieved this without spending thousands of dollars on leads, and I avoid broker fees at all times that I possibly can. The picture on the left is me the day I got my license, a little over a year and a half, 2 years ago, and the picture on my right was last December. The guy on the left had no direction, no knowledge, no expertise, just ambition and drive. The guy on the right, the difference in those pictures is I cut my hair, yeah, but I got a lot more money in my pocket on the right, and I got knowledge and I got expertise and all the things you need in real estate to be successful. So in this slideshow, I'm going to go over how I did this, what I do on a daily, and what makes a real estate agent 1%. Let's go. How I discovered the 1% formula. Let me show you guys. That's a picture of me the day I got the car. It was in like July last year. I was told 99% of agents don't do more than 5 deals a year, and that just kind of blew my mind. I was like, well, this is a failing industry. How is anyone going to be successful doing this? And that was until I discovered my method, the 1% formula, the way that I'm going to do business, the way that I'm not going to be 99%, the way that I'm going to thrive in this business. I realized that selling was about 3 key things. The 3 key things you need to know with selling real estate is expertise, knowledge in your field, knowledge in your industry, everything of that sort. Effort. Are you going above and beyond? Are you answering the phone at 7 a.m.? Are you answering the phone at 10 p.m.? Are you going to show up on a Saturday? Are you going to show up on a Sunday? How much effort are you going to put in? And then nurturing and providing. Nurturing for leads, building the pipeline, and providing all the info for them to make an informed decision and take away the unknown. The problem here is 99% of realtors are not experts. They give minimal to zero effort, and they do not provide enough information. It's that simple. And these are easy things. I promise you, I can show you. They don't give enough information to their prospects. So if someone's interested in a property, interested in an area and a type of house, they don't do enough. That you need to be showing these people market analysis, CMAs, rate updates, what these are going for in the area, what this house sold for 5 years ago. All this type of shit matters because the more information someone has, all they have to do is come down and make a decision. You're taking all the unknown out of it for them. If you don't know the terminology, you have to know the terms you're speaking about. People are going to ask you stuff, ask you stuff, ask you stuff. You have to know the answers to everything. And simple enough, they don't care about their clients. You have to care about these people. This is a lasting relationship. This is the biggest investment that they're going to make in their entire life. In their entire life. And you are the person in control of this. So you have to care about these people. They're your family. Yes, they're going to pay you a paycheck, but you're helping them. You're changing their life. They're moving. This is where they're going to live. You're not selling them a shoe. You're not selling them a car. You're selling them that place where they live. Care about them. The truth, all of these things are in your control. And you have the ability to master all 3 keys. Once I understood that, I went from doing 1 deal a month to 2 deals a month to 3 deals a month to 4 deals a month. That's how I made more than $10,000 a month because I understood these 3 keys and implemented them into my business. Let's keep going. Who is this for? If you're looking to take this industry very serious and you're not thinking of it as a side hustle, then this is for you. If you're a hard worker, you're ambitious, you're willing to go above and beyond, you're willing to learn, drop your ego, implement these skills into your business so you can grow as a real estate agent, then this is for you as well. If you're looking to make life-changing money in real estate, because that is the truth, but have no idea on how to start, this is for you. Did you know that the most billionaires on this planet are made through real estate? Put it like this. You can make $250,000 in your pocket in 1 year off sales and do that for 3 years, 4 years, you're a millionaire, liquid millionaire. Put that money back into real estate and investment properties and the right investments, and you'll be a multi-millionaire. And you can come from nothing. My family was very, very normal family. Grew up on $80,000, $70,000 a year. We always had food, we always had cars, we always had a roof over my head, but nothing extravagant. This can be life changing. This is an industry where you can make millions of dollars. People have made billions doing it. Grant Cardone, Ryan Serhant, it's there. You have to do it. If you don't want to spend thousands on leads and want to keep expenses low but have high income, then this is for you too. Now I'm going to show you who this is not for. If you're not willing to fully commit to this industry for 3 to 6 months with little to no results, because that is the truth, this is not for you. This is not something where you jump in, first day, you're going to make $10,000. That's not the case. You have to become an expert. You have to have knowledge, and you have to be able to learn. I didn't make $1 in this industry for 8 months. 8 months. That's a long ass time to not make money, and especially in America today. So you have to be willing to go these 3 to 6 months and not see results. That is the program of basically withering out who is serious about this and who is not. If you're not ambitious about real estate and plan to use this as a side hustle, I'm not your guy. This is not for you. This method is not for you. This is not how to be average. This is about how to make $40,000 a month in this business. This is how to make $300,000 a year in this business. If you want to use this as a side hustle, this is not for you. If you're not willing to give max effort and take massive action to become the master of sales, this is not for you. When I say massive action, you are going to have to call, have uncomfortable conversations, give max effort every single day so that you become the best real estate salesperson that you can possibly be. If you can't do that, this isn't for you. If you cannot spend 2 to 3 hours a day studying the terminology, attending open houses, shadowing mentors, basically investing in yourself and your business, then that's not for you. If you don't have 2 hours of a day, you can't carve out some time to do these things for your business, then this isn't for you. Here's the truth most realtors won't talk about. This business is definitely not easy, but you don't need 5 years of experience to make $20K a month in real estate, $30K a month in real estate. I did it in 6 months. The truth is, you can gain the same knowledge in 6 months that took another agent 6 years, simply off effort and how much you are willing to chase it. Results come from structure, systems, and expertise, and effort at the end of the day. Having an established daily schedule. On the right is my Google Calendar. I got wake up, Bible, content, CMAs, like outreach. Everything that I'm going to do throughout the day is schedulized and systemized. That's how you have to live. That's the only way you're going to be able to push your business forward. This business is very unorganized, I guess you could say, if you let it get there. You have to have certain things in place and follow a certain system every single day to keep your business afloat. To have systems that generate you leads and convert them to closings. When I say that, that's what I mean about systems and structure. You have to have systems that are bringing you leads. What is that? Paying for third-party leads. Are you just straight cold reaching, cold calling? Are you door knocking? All these sort of things. And you have to have a way to get these people from just being customers and looking to actually buying something and getting them to the closing table. And then you have to be able to learn the knowledge that it takes to coordinate a real estate transaction from beginning to end. You have to know what that looks like before you even do it. You have to know what it's like to sign a contract. You have to know what it's like to get an appraisal. You have to know what it's like to talk to the lender. You have to know what it's like to get an inspection. You have to know what it's like to go to a closing. You have to know all these things before you even do it. That way, once you do it, you're trusted and it's easy and you can keep doing it, not just do it once. If you think it's complicated to find leads and convert them, it is really not that hard, and I'm going to tell you why. Because being successful in real estate comes down to these 3 things, which I've already said: expertise, effort, and conversion, nurturing and providing. Leads can be generated through any type of way. Look, when I was 19, me and my buddy wholesaled houses, and we used to pay a VA on Fiverr $5, and he would send us over 500 homeowners and addresses and phone numbers, names and phone numbers. You can call these people all day long. I guarantee one of them either wants to sell or wants to buy. It's that easy. That's the easiest way. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's uncomfortable, but they're basically free, $5, and it's not hard. Post on social media. If you're good at posting on social media, I just told one of my students in my mentorship, if he's good at photography, videography, if you go make a viral video of a house, you know how many people will DM you? Where is this house? How much is this house? Yes, it's social media. They could be lying, etc. One of these people could be a buyer. Leads are so easy to get nowadays. If you want that person to be you, I'm going to show you exactly how to get leads. How you can get your license in 30 days. If you have your license or you just want to generate more money or generate your first sale, I'm going to show you how to do that here in this slide. If you want to generate leads both cold and warm, cold meaning cold call like that Fiverr VA method, or warm leads, people in your sphere of influence, in your phone. I have 1,300 contacts in my phone. I bet Everyone in there has about 400 to 500 contacts in their phone. That's 600,000 people that I technically have a warm touch on. Hey, I text Johnny on my phone. Hey, bro, I'm in real estate. If you know anyone looking to sell or buy, I'm their guy. Like, I'm more than willing to help, etc. If they want information in general, let me know. That down the line, Johnny reaches out to his buddy. Yo, Tommy's in real estate. Boom, sale, warm sale, free lead. Break the limiting belief that making money in this business is hard. It's difficult to get going, but it's not hard to make money. I will tell you that. There's agents that don't know squat about real estate and make millions of dollars a year. Why? Because they might be good at lead generation. They might be good at bringing people into their business, that sort of thing. How to nurture the leads and convert them to buyers and closings. That's my biggest thing that I think I'm pretty good at, is nurturing these people. I'm not an Andy Elliott. I don't push people. That's the last way that works in 2025. People live behind a phone. They don't want to be pushed. I'm going to show you how I do that and convert them from leads to buyers to closings. So this is me, a little bit about me. Here's a background of how I went from $1,000 to my name and to $100,000 in my pocket in literally only 6 months. As of February-ish of 2024, I had $1,000 in my name. Maxed out credit cards, no money, hustling, doing this, couldn't make it work. 6 months later, I've been taking the real estate serious, and I just went full force. No smoking, no drugs, no going out, no partying, no girls, nothing except my business, and I took it fully serious. And 6 months later, I had $100,000 in my bank account. That's on the right. On the bottom, that's me in front of a Maybach and a Rolls Royce. I had my Corvette parked up front in front of Nobu, Atlanta. I got invited to a networking event. $100,000 in my pocket. A little bit about me, though. Let's get to me. I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia. Normal suburb kid, normal kid in the area. From the South, that's what it is. I played multiple sports in high school, so I had a lot of social interaction. I was kind of popular. People liked me. All that fucking went down the drain when I got into this business. 19 years old, I dropped out of college. I stopped playing college football. I had a full ride. College wasn't for me. That life wasn't for me. Dropped out, stopped doing that. Ego death, completely down. This led me to a path of self-destruction, of just partying all the time, girls, drugs. There's my picture, my mugshot of when I got in a fight and got arrested. You know, I went down that path and experienced all that pain and ego and self-doubt to show you this and how my hero's journey of how I came back on top and did it in sales and real estate. I was in sales. I sold cars. I did a lot of other sales jobs, and I was making money, but I wasn't truly successful. I didn't make $10,000-$15,000 a month, and I wasn't confident. I wasn't confident in my skill set and with my people skills. I had no direction, no true skills, and all I had was ambition and hunger. I wanted to do something. I wanted to make a lot of money. I wanted to change the world. I wanted to change people, but I didn't know how. Now that you know about me, let's keep going. Now this is the 1% formula. This formula was created through my journey of growth, ego death, and failing all routes of real estate. I tried to sell land. I tried to do leases. I tried to do wholesaling. I did all these things that just didn't work for me. And all that to say, it made me into the person I am today that can make 20 to 30K a month selling real estate now traditionally. I'm honestly so grateful that I already did that. I already went through that pain, that stress, that failure, that sorrow, literal damn near depression to share my system with you guys so that you don't have to experience that. You don't have to experience what I did in the beginning, because I'm going to show you where I failed, where I messed up, and what I would have done different. That way you don't have to make those mistakes and you can just start making money from the jump. The picture is my old car. That fall of October, or that's like fall of 2023. The next one is right same fall of 2024. 1 year apart. Guy on the left, no money, no ambition, no money, no knowledge, shitty car. It's a Mustang, like it's a V6 Mustang. I got $5,000 for that when I sold it. It was nothing. Had 200,000 miles on it. On the right, money in my pocket, confident, winning in real estate, successful, $90,000 sports car. That's what life can be like for you if you just lock in and listen. In the following steps, I will outline the entire process, A to Z, of what I did to accomplish these results so that you can use my 1% formula to become a top producer in your area as well. Very simple. I'm going to show you. The 1% formula comes down to 3 basic systems. Become a sponge. Be a learner. Be a learner before you can be an earner. That's literally my YouTube title because that's the truth. System 2 is establishing your brand and generating leads. Establishing that you're in this business, you're serious about it, and you're going to generate leads that way. System 3 is converting prospects to contracts. When I say that, everyone's a prospect. Everyone's a lead. A lead can be warm, a lead can be cold. How are you going to get them and filter the leads that aren't going to work out, get them out of your way, and filter those serious people to actually buying something and creating a contract? Now we can finally address how to become a top producer using the 1% system. I will provide you with. If you come this far and you're 17 minutes into this video, then I know you're serious about this shit. And I know you're ready to make serious money in real estate. If your attention span can last this long, then I promise you have the work ethic and the effort to actually do this and make money. This is not a facade. This is all real. I'm not in Miami. I'm not selling you a course. I'm not a guru. I'm a mentor that's trying to show you my systems, show you where I failed, show you where you can change and how you can win the same as I did. System 1, become the sponge. Learn, learn, learn. That's all this is about. Becoming a sponge, you know nothing now. This is a business where you are very green in. You don't know anything, so drop the ego. You're new to this business, which is a good thing. This was told to me when I first started as well. This is good that you're new because you haven't been taught the wrong things. You haven't been taught sloppy contract work. You haven't been taught unethical practices. You haven't been taught the wrong way to sell in real estate. So now you can learn the right way from the jump. This is the time for you to become an expert on terminology, contracts, the structure of the home, how the house is built, the roof, the insulation, all these sort of things. You got to know this stuff. People are going to ask questions. And the more questions you can't answer, the less trust they have in you. The less trust they have in you, the less chance you have of getting them to the closing table and getting paid. So it all correlates with each other. You have to seek information all the time. Attend CE classes through the CE shop. That's why I got it down there. Ask your broker questions. Use them as a mentor. It's a free mentor. If you have a broker out there, they've made it. They make a lot of money doing this. Ask them how they did it. Shadow agents doing a lot of business. Before I got into new construction, I was shadowing new construction agents almost every Saturday. They actually sometimes would want to go to like the UGA games, and I would just sit in and do their job for them for free. I didn't make no money, but I was learning. I dropped my ego. I asked questions all the time. I went to CE classes. I learned on site. I learned how the house was built. Any builder I ever met, I asked them questions. Like, you can't have an ego. You don't know anything. Ask questions, seek knowledge, become an expert. That way, when you have a chance to convert someone from a lead to a buyer, you have the knowledge to actually do it. Moving on. Establish a brand and generating leads. Phone, phone, phone. We live in a world of phones. You must be proactive, and everyone should know that you're in real estate. So 1, you have to be proactive. You have to work hard, give max effort, and do what you can to get leads. And everybody should know. Everyone in your contacts should know. Everyone on your social media should know. That's why I have my Instagram right there. Look, you can look at that and tell I'm in real estate. I have it in the bio highlights. I have it in my bio. I have it in my post. I post it on my story. People know I'm in real estate. My Instagram handle is TBU Real Estate. I'm in the real estate. Anyone that follows me or interacts with me knows I'm there. And I have 136K on the dashboard. That was like last week. That's 136,000 people who have seen that profile that know I'm a real estate agent. Whether they live in Georgia or not, they might move here one day. They might know someone that's moving here one day. Whoop-de-whoop. You have to work for these leads, door knock, posting on social media, open houses. Open houses can be so good for you because you get free content out of it, and you can meet buyers there that might not go with that house, but they might use you as their agent. Or you might meet an agent listing that house that's like super busy, and they're like, look, bro, you know what? Take these buyers that are bothering me, or take this listing that I don't like. You need business. You're at the beginning. You got to work for it. Everyone should know you're in real estate. I already touched on that. This is where effort plays a role. Like I just said, the more you do and the more proactive you are, the more leads you will have and the more money you will make. The more leads you have, the easier it is to find that right one. This is how you can also develop the pipeline. The more people you touch and have in a system, in a CRM, the more chances you have to sell things down the road today, tomorrow, the next week, the next year, the next 2 years, the next 5 years. That's how a pipeline works. That's how you make more than 10K a month doing this. System 3, convert leads to contracts. Big one here, my personal favorite. Let's get into it. Sales 101. How are you going to provide value and nurture these leads? I will show you that. I will show you that every day on my story, every day face to face, how you can basically, when I say nurture, right, there's going to be people, because I have them, that, oh, I'm not interested right now. I'm just looking, yada, 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 yada. That's a lot of money, the down payment, the numbers, this, that, and the other. The more you can touch these people, hey, Tim, I get it. Like, I understand it's a lot of money. Let me show you why it's a lot of money, and then show them why it's an investment. This is the one thing that they're going to buy that's going to go up in value. Most things today don't. You got to nurture these people, understand their situation, understand their wants and needs, understand their feelings, and touch on them every single day, every single week, so that you're always in their ear and they know you're there to help. You have to provide some sort of value, send them CMAs of the area, market updates, rate updates, all these sort of things that tie into buying a house. You have to provide value and give these people information so that, again, they don't have to make an uninformed decision. They can make an informed decision. Make the unknown known. It's that simple. I have that down there at bullet 3. You have to make the unknown known. That way, all they have to do, they have all their eggs in the basket, make a decision. It's that easy. You got to provide these people with information, property details, CMAs, rate updates, tax information on the area. I got that picture at the bottom. There's so many lenders you can become friends with and get added to their email list right here. This is one from Berkshire Hathaway, one of their lenders. I don't even know them. I just get their update. It'll weekly update. You send that to all your people that are somewhat looking or even cold, and just be like, hey, just want to see the rates this week, yada yada. Someone might hit you back and go, wow, the rates look good. Can we go look at a house? And then that turns to a sale, and that turns into you getting paid. You have to make them trust you, and the more info you give them, the more value you provide for them, the more they'll trust you. And at that point, all you got to do is ask for their business, ask for the sale, say, how can I earn your business? Because I've been trying really hard, essentially. If you're tired of not making any progress in real estate, or you just haven't started and you have no direction and your systems just aren't in place, in a business that can put you there this moment, don't keep putting it off, because I promise things will only get worse. I did this. I thought I had it all figured out. I didn't have any systems. I didn't have the right direction, and I thought I could do it, and I kept putting it off, and that's why 8 months went by and I never made a sale. So stop putting it off. Mediocrity loves company. The people that want you to succeed are people like me who are doing this. I'm giving you this on YouTube for free. The other people that aren't as locked in, aren't as serious about the business, they love to see you do that with them, because the mediocrity loves company. Be different from everybody else. You only get one life. You get one chance in this business. You get one life to live. Make as much money as you can. Impact as many people as you can. And don't be mediocre. Simple as that. Now that you know exactly how my process works and what I have to offer, I have something great for you. If you're ambitious, dude, and you're hardworking, and you want to build yourself in this industry, in this business, and you're willing to learn and drop your ego and adapt to change, then I promise it will work out. And I'll show you how it works out. I'm fine proof of it. I've been arrested. I've sold drugs. I've been on drugs. I've drank a lot. I made a lot of mistakes, bro. But I figured it out slowly. I made no money in this business. I made a lot of money in this business. If you can just be ambitious, willing to work hard, and learn, you're going to make money. It's a matter of time. But most people, 99% of people can't. That's why it's the 1% formula. And if you're ready to change and get the respect you deserve, because here's the thing. Before I actually made money in real estate, people lost all respect for me. Let's remember who I am, right? High school, state champion, athlete, popular, girls, all this. Even when I stopped playing football, I was a big partier. People still love me. I made so many friends, connections, this, that, and the other. The minute that stopped, any respect for me was gone. I was looked at as loser, college dropout, pothead, no money. And then I made a bunch of money and got the respect back. And it isn't even about the money. It's about that I took a risk, I took a business plan, and I stuck to it seriously, and I made it happen. If you want to get respect, you have to make that shit happen. And if you want to change your life, you have to make that happen. No one's holding you to anything. You owe nobody anything. Nobody owes you anything. This business is very, very difficult, but you can make money. Once you get the role and get it on board, you can make money doing this. And if you're ready to do this, someone like me will be hands-on with you, because I've been there. I feel your pain. I understand the stress. I understand the risk. I understand everything about that. The sadness, the want for more, the want for money, the want to prove yourself to your parents, to your friends, to whoever it might be. I understand it all. I'm someone who can help you, and I'm someone who's here to guide you from someone who's already done it. If you're serious about that, you'll book a Calendly in the link below, or you'll DM me on Instagram 1%, and we will get started today. We will get started on your systems. We'll get started on what you want to do, how you want to track it, and how you can make a shit ton of money doing this. Be good. Learn from my videos. Touch everyone you can and make money, and just trust yourself and go for it.